So this is a mini review of the Mantis Blackbeard. It's a battery pack that goes in your magazine slot. The bolt is replaced with this uniform charging handle and BCG combo. You have your settings here. You can tune the diode right there. I say diode because inside is a laser that when you press the trigger, it zaps the laser so you can see where you're hitting. The battery charges the reset. So this is the only training tool, dry fire practice training tool that actually resets your trigger. Dry firing is insanely helpful. Most people don't know that. Most gun owners don't do any dry fire practice, which is dry fire is where you would rack, you would, obviously remove all the live ammunition from your training area. No live ammo, no loaded mags. Go into a separate room and you have an empty mag and an empty pistol, no live ammo in sight, but you rack the empty pistol or rifle and then you pull the trigger. But doing that without a system like this, you would have to rack the bolt or rack the slide each time and then present the weapon, pull the trigger, rack it, go to rest, present the weapon, pull the trigger. With this one, you pull the trigger and it resets. So you get the actual pull, the real pull of the trigger. When you pull this trigger, that's what it feels like to pull the trigger with the live round. Obviously, there's no recoil impulse or recoil control with a system like this because it's not firing actual rounds. But as far as fucking target acquisition, like setting up targets and going like pop, 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 and putting the weapon at rest. So you're mimicking patrol drills where your rifle is on your sling. You are at a patrol stance, or say you're walking, and then you can do training where you go from a low ready and then rifle up, pop, pop, or pop, 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 and then do it again. You can have someone yell like, contact, and put the targets up at different distances, and someone just has to surprise you, or you can use a shot timer. Beep, pop, 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 over and over again. Pop, 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 pop. And then one way off in the distance, say it's like a headshot, you need to concentrate for a small second, and then zeroed in, pop. And you can do really dynamic training with something like this. So, in my opinion, this is fucking badass. God, there's nothing like live training. But with something like this, we get a little bit closer, again, without the recoil. Dry fire practice is insanely fucking helpful. I can't believe most gun owners never do dry fire practice. They never do holster drills, or like, where you unholster the weapon. You have to clear the shirt, clear the weapon out of the holster. You have to punch out, present, fire, reholster. And you do that like 50 times a day, 100 times in a sitting, over and over and over again, to where that mechanic just becomes like second nature. And for those who carry, who have their concealed carry license, I can't believe so many don't do that. And furthermore, I can't believe so many don't even own a rifle platform. A pistol is secondary. We carry that because that's what the government allows us to carry. It's like, okay, if you're going to allow me to do that, if I jump through your hoops, of course you're going to carry a fucking pistol. Like, that's insane to me that people who are into their rights and into their freedoms won't use them to their full extent. The government doesn't give us much, but damn, I think everyone should carry because, the only thing that stops a bad guy with his gun is a good guy with a gun. I know that's... People say, oh, yeah, this and that. But, arguments aside, get your concealed carry, train, drill, and then, get a rifle platform. If you don't have one, fuck it, dude, reach out to me. I'll help you. I know where to get the good deals. I know how to build the rifle so you can get it part by part. And I'll walk you through the whole process. However long it takes, if you're low on cash, we can get you a stripped lower receiver. They're not that much money. They're like $100, even less. I see them all the time for, $59.99 for an Anderson. Get you a pony, and then we buy the upper receiver. You don't have to have a whole lot of money to build it and buy it in parts. This is one of my primaries. This is an MK18-ish build, but I can run this on many platforms. But more than anything, holding the rifle up and going from a patrol stance to your low ready or a high ready to full weapon presentation on target. Your arms get tired, your fingers get tired. People don't understand how swinging this rifle up over and over again, that swing weight, you get those swing weight reps in, and after about 40, 50 of them, you start to feel it a little bit, and to build those muscles and those motor functions is so damn important. Or else all that prepping you do, all that ammo you buy, there's a bunch of dudes I always hear like, oh, I got thousands of rounds, brother. I got all this food. I got all this shit. But then I'm like, hey, why do I never see you at the range? Why don't you have a membership at the fucking range, first of all? You can talk to me all day about this and that, but if you don't have a range membership and you're not going in there frequently, all that food and all that ammo and all your guns are my guns. That ammo is my ammo. That food is my food if the shit hits the fan. And I don't mean me exactly, but it could be if I were a bad guy who put in more training than you did. That food belongs to the marauders that are going to come for you. It belongs to the crooked government